Situation of estrangement and dispute between Floyd and his father, but all is well this afternoon as Floyd Sr. joins Floyd Jr. in Floyd's dressing room along with Floyd Jr.'s young daughter. So a three-generation Mayweather portrait there, all smiles, and let's hope that it remains that way between father and son. Meanwhile, Diego Corrales once again had difficulty making 130. He required more than an hour of extra time yesterday to weigh in just a half hour before the commission's deadline for making weight, and enters the ring, as you can see, 16 pounds over the level at which he weighed in yesterday afternoon, partially the product, of course, of the half peanut butter sandwich and half turkey club that we saw him eating earlier. 4-inch height advantage for Corrales, 1-inch reach advantage. The weigh-in weights were official. Tonight's weights are unofficial. Punch that numbers, Larry.
Here's a look at their activity. Corrales, being the aggressor, is a more active fighter. But in jabs, you can see they're about equal. The jab is a more important weapon for Mayweather than it is for Corrales.
Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The Floyd Mayweather Jr. Diego Corrales fight is scheduled for 12 rounds using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. There is no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and you cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the 12th and final round. Jim.
Thank you, Harold. And as you watch the fight tonight, you can also log on to hbo.com/boxing. Vote on who you think was the fighter of the year for the year 2000. Was it, in alphabetical order, Roy Jones, Lennox Lewis, Shane Mosley, or Tito Trinidad? Also vote on fight of the year. Was it Morales Barrera, the war that took place last February here in Las Vegas? Was it De La Hoya Mosley, Shane Mosley's sizzling upset of Oscar in Los Angeles in June? Or was it Trinidad Vargas, December 2, with fireworks from start to finish? Vote now, with results to be given at the end of this evening's edition of World Championship Boxing on HBO. And now Diego Corrales makes his entry into the ring at the most tumultuous period of what has already been a life filled with ups and downs.
The issue for Corrales, Jim, is whether he can be one of those rare fighters like a Chavez who can walk through any fire to get to his opponent eventually. Because he's going to have a lot of fire to deal with tonight.
Indeed, as he said to us, the simple question is, can I find a way to make Floyd stop and fight? If I get him to stop and fight, I think I'm going to beat him.
By about a 6-5 odds, most people think that he won't be able to.
But it's getting closer in the late betting. There's the record for Corrales, 33-0-0 with 27 KOs. Pound for pound, one of the hardest punchers in the sport. And that's an area in which he has improved over the course of the past year in his championship run, his prominence run, as he came out of obscurity to rise to the top of the 130-pound division, then give up his 130-pound title, headed north to 135, only to reverse himself and come back to this weight level, he says, for this fight and this fight only.
Yo, we train in the dirtiest gyms, about to hurt him. Corrales is curtain, straight hair jerking, 10 miles a day running.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has gotten involved in the rap music business with the help of his manager, successful rap entrepreneur James Prince. And the rapper you see here is affiliated with Floyd in his new music venture.
You know, sometimes these fighters come in with these hard-edged rapper lyrics, and then they fight like The Sound of Music or Britney Spears.
The title of Mayweather's record label, Filthy Rich, reminds us, and as we told you at the beginning of the evening, the winner of this bout faces, we are told, the promise of a multi-fight, multi-million-dollar contract from HBO. Even the loser is guaranteed at least one more appearance on HBO, so neither fighter stands to lose his place in line as an HBO attraction, but one of them moves to the head of the class.
Pretty Boy has a pretty smile, but his popularity plunged after he was perceived as something of a spoiled brat a couple of years ago. And it's really a modest crowd here tonight. Perhaps 6,500, 7,000 people tops. So he's going to have to regain the public's approval the hard way. Not with a smile, but in the ring by fighting fights like this and more of them.
Waiting game. Make him wait. The old champion used to do. For his part, Corrales said to us yesterday, yeah, there's been a lot of talk. There's emotion, there's bad blood, but once we get into the ring, that doesn't mean anything. This is a professional assignment. My assignment is to find him, make him stop and fight. Mayweather said in effect the same thing. Hey, a lot of that controversy was good for selling the fight, said young Floyd.
Yeah, well, maybe if you can fight like Ali or the way Tyson used to, it's good. I don't know if you can fight the way he does and make people come in to see you as a controversial figure.
But he fought differently in his last outing against Emmanuel Burton.
Well,
maybe he's planning to come in and be more aggressive tonight.
I think his father is there to remind him not to.
I'm sure his father would like to remind him not to. His father feels strongly about the style that Pretty Boy Floyd should portray, and it's the one that would keep him pretty. 24 wins, no losses, no draws, 18 KOs. He's been brilliant in title fights, as has his opponent. Now let's go to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the MGM Grand Hotel and Casino of Las Vegas, Mr. Bob Arum and his Top Rank Incorporated, along with the undefeated king of beer, Budweiser, always proud to be your bud, present The War. Two undefeated champions, two men who are recognized without dispute as the very best in their division, will face each other for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the three judges assigned to ringside scoring this bout on the 10-point must system are Anik Hongtongkam, John Keane, and Jerry Roth. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, working for the 167th time in a world title bout, Richard Steele. And now for the thousands in attendance here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas and the millions watching around the world, somebody's O must go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the camouflage trunks and weighing in at an even 130 pounds. His professional record stands at a perfect 33 bouts. 33 victories, including 27 knockouts, and he has captured 2 world titles. Tonight, he challenges for number 3. From Sacramento, California, Here is the undefeated former IBA junior lightweight champion of the world, Diego Chico Corrales. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trimmed with white, and also weighing in at an even 130 pounds. He comes to the ring also with a perfect professional record consisting of 24 bouts, 24 victories, including 18 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning and defending undefeated WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the world, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. I caution you again, obey my commands at all times. Shake hands, good luck.
This is quicker and slicker against bigger and stronger. Corrales has to do some damage in the early rounds if he hopes to be able to get to Mayweather in the later rounds. Mayweather has to try to discourage his relentless aggression in these early rounds.
So, George, what do you think? One fighter gains a half dozen pounds since weighing in, and the other one gained 16 pounds. Advantage to the much bigger Corrales, or advantage to the smaller, quicker Mayweather?
You got an advantage in the ring. Anyone and all are good for you. If you're bigger, that's your advantage. Make sure you take advantage and use your advantages. The smaller fella, he's smaller. He better stay small. Move your whole body out of the way. Don't just move your head. Don't move your waist. Move everything. Don't leave anything there for this champion to hit on.
Corrales said to us, one thing I know for sure, I'll be giving the first 3 rounds away. He assumes that he'll lose the first 3 rounds, but he said during that period of time, I want to be banging on his arms. I want to be hitting him on the top of the head. I want to hit him on the shoulder. I want to crack him on the elbow. I want to do everything I can to wear him down for the late going.
I think if you better try to hit that big body, and the head is a bigger target. If you can't hit those, you'll not be able to hit his hand, his arm.
Corrales adjusting his trunks, and Mayweather took advantage to attack. Corrales looking at Mayweather as if to say, can't you see I'm adjusting my trunks?
Corrales is bending down. He's looking down, and it's up to Mayweather to make sure that he throws his shot looping to catch him up like that. There you go. That's one. This is the time when you loop.
Corrales said, my job is to keep my body low and my hands high. That way I can try to limit the target for Floyd. He said, but I don't delude myself to think that Floyd won't score. He's too quick. He's going to hit me a lot.
Mayweather's very smart. He jabs right in the pit of Corrales' stomach. Corrales shouldn't allow him to be hit in the body this early.
Corrales deflecting Floyd Mayweather's left jab attempt with his gloves. Mayweather resorting to hooks and right hand leads. There's the jab again to the pit of the stomach, as George pointed out.
It's like a syringe. If you're not careful, if the fight goes on, somebody's sucking every juice from your body, especially punchers. And if he moves that jab up to the chest, it's even better.
They sparred several years ago as amateurs. On one occasion, Mayweather said, oh, that was easy work. It was like a cakewalk in the park. Corrales said, how could he possibly remember that? I don't care about what I did in sparring yesterday, much less several years ago.
That's the one thing punchers have to be very careful of. Don't become overconfident that you don't have to box some yourself.
Body shot from Corrales, and a right hand upstairs lands.
You got that much weight of Corrales has, he is probably 100% stronger than Mayweather. You got to use your strength, though. You can't use it just standing in front of the guy.
There were moments for both fighters in round one.
Don't get on the rope. Don't get on the rope, because you don't need to be on the rope. All you need to do is keep it in the middle. Yeah, you win it. Keep the jab working. You got to keep coming anyway. All right, take your time. Let you go run into something.
Don't worry. I got everything.
Close your eyes, Floyd. Deep breath. Stretch your nose.
When he's looping with the right hand, your left hook, okay? Working behind your jab, baby. Working behind you. Keep that pressure on you. Okay? He's coming to you. He got a nick already. But you got to keep working. Big ones. Come on. Big ones. Stay calm. Keep moving your head from side to side. Keep it offset. Make a knee. Working behind you. Stay there. All right, go.
Miguel Diaz, who was in the corner of every previous Mayweather fight, said that Mayweather has a nick somewhere. I don't see it as yet.
Miguel Diaz working for Corrales tonight because Corrales offered him a co-trainer job and therefore a 5% share of his purse. He said that Floyd Mayweather would have paid him 2% of his purse if he'd worked there. But he also said that Floyd was a total gentleman about the situation. This is business. When Miguel went to Floyd and explained what was going on, Floyd said, Miguel, you got to go work for Diego under those circumstances. That's where the money is.
You see Corrales is trying to load up for one big shot. You got to be careful. 3 minutes, not a long time to be able to accumulate points.
Corrales only threw 23 punches in the first round, and that doesn't fit the profile he established for us of wanting to be active early and put a little hurt on Mayweather. But he did land the one big right hand toward the end of the round.
He's got the power, and he can turn around anytime he wants. Now you know his corner told him to keep moving his head from side to side. He has to move his head down to Mayweather's size to move his head from side to side. He need not move his head. Move your jab. There's no way that Mayweather can hit him if he stands up and keeps his hands up.
But he wants to engage Mayweather, and as he tries to engage him, he'll get lower and give Floyd more of a chance to get at him.
Right on the, that's the best point made.
And there's the right hand by Mayweather, the right hand lead, partially blocked by Diego Corrales. Second round, similar to the first, in that Floyd is more active, and Corrales, as George pointed out, searching to land the one big shot. Good little poke with the left by Mayweather. He backs away and repeats the action.
Just because a guy is smaller than you does not mean he can't hit.
Now, all of Mayweather's opponents tend to say afterward, he hits harder than you think he does.
Mayweather's very careful to throw his shots and get out of the way. He's not trying to mix it up.
Good left hook by Floyd Mayweather. Well set up. Corrales reaching and missing with the left.
Great, step back.
Corrales not to get frustrated as he searches and searches to try to find the elusive Mayweather Jr.
You can't try to hit him with one shot. Throw 3 or 4 shots and you'll land one. Corrales is trying to get one shot in.
Round 2 has been an excellent round for Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Don't hold him, you're holding him
who
down.
has established a tempo at which he can score effectively.
We haven't seen one left jab from the taller opponent yet.
Good round from Mayweather. Corrales searching too hard and too long for the one big power shot. Floyd Mayweather Sr. was trying to offer some instruction across the top rope in the first round, but Uncle Roger and Floyd Jr. didn't give him any attention.
Tell Floyd to keep doing what he's doing. Tell Floyd keep doing what he's doing. 7th, 8th, 9th round, he'll be ready to go. Look, Floyd. Keep doing what you're doing, Floyd. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep your hands up good. 7th, 8th, 9th round, he's ready to go.
All right, now they do pay attention to him. Both Roger and Floyd turning to listen to what Floyd Sr. had to say.
Keep your head moving. Don't go back to the rope. Okay.
Keep him in the ring. Go around the corner when he jabs.
Right. He's in the middle. Right spot, baby.
In round 2 by CompuBox numbers, a wipeout for Mayweather. 18 out of 40 for 45%. Corrales landing only 3 of 20 punches in the second round. Diego Corrales is going to have to step up his activity level and find more ways to get at Floyd Mayweather.
Corrales gets close, does not even throw one punch. Trying to land one big one. A guy like Mayweather, you get his confidence going and you're going to have trouble.
Mayweather is working it now. As I said in the second round, he's developed a tempo at which he can score. He's moving in and out, side to side, taking advantage of his opportunities when they're there, and Corrales can scarcely find a moment to throw a punch.
I think you can give away too many rounds Corrales is doing right now. You don't want to give away all of your rounds and then try to and must have a knockout, especially when you're in with a boxer. That's a good left hook by Corrales, probably the best punch of both fighters tonight.
Corrales manages to stalk Mayweather into the corner.
Protect yourself.
Richard Steele pulls him apart.
Steele told him to protect yourself at all times. That's what you're supposed to do. Corrales is trying to hit him back afterwards. You got to be first.
Corrales ducking the left jab and missing with the left hook. Turns to look at the big screen as he goes back to the middle of the ring.
Punch it out. Don't hold it. Break. Step back. Step back.
Corrales again looks up at the big screen. Not sure what he's trying to see up there.
Once Mayweather establishes the left jab, he can do anything he wants. Right now, he hasn't gotten it good yet. He has to withdraw it real quick and retreat. Good right hand. It was grazing, but it was almost right at Mayweather's head.
And it's bothered Diego Corrales' left eye. He put the gloves up to touch the left eye and seems to be blinking for the moment. And incidentally, there's a clock on the big screen, so when Corrales looks at it, he's checking to see how much time is left in the round.
Mayweather's on his toes. What you got to do, you can't. Only time you rest is when you sit on that stool. Got to keep your feet moving at all times.
If Mayweather can do this at this rate for 12 rounds, it's going to be awfully difficult for Diego Corrales to find a way to score.
His back is against the rope as his dad told him not to.
Now you see what the challenge facing Corrales is. Hard body shot with the right hand. And he said, I have to find a way to make him stop and fight.
Mark your calendars for these upcoming shows. January 27, KO Nation features 5 Olympians making their professional debuts, including silver medalist Ricardo Williams. 1 week later, Hector Camacho Jr. and Sr. both fight on the same card from a nightclub in South Miami Beach. February 24, Roy Jones defends his light heavyweight crown against Derek Harmon. Next Thursday, don't miss Inside the NFL. Dan Marino and the gang will be in Tampa to dissect the surprising matchup between the Giants and Ravens. And tune in February 14 for the premiere of On the Record with Bob Costas, a sports program unlike any other. Broadcast live each week, this 1-hour show will offer commentary, essays, and tough, issue-oriented segments. There'll also be interviews with celebrated people from inside and outside the sports world. On the Record with Bob Costas, only on HBO.
Well, Corrales said he would have to give away the early rounds, but as you say, George, you can't give away too many of them. He's going to have to get something done here soon, like that.
Corrales let him open up with his left jab. This was the first time he was able to land one.
He's only thrown 11 jabs in the first 3 rounds by CompuBox numbers. Harold, how'd you score him?
Okay, Jim, 30-27, 3 rounds to nothing in favor of the champion, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Jim, you call this ring generalship. He goes side to side, works that jab up and down, comes over the top with the right hand, fighting a beautiful fight so far, keeping Diego Corrales off balance. Diego just can't get off. Floyd landed all the clean, hard shots. So a shutout from Mayweather so far.
Corrales stalking and stalking. Mayweather moving and boxing.
What you do when you're in there with a puncher, you let him throw 2 or 3 hard shots, then you get closer and start hitting. But wait, because he has to collect his breathing first. And that's what Mayweather is doing. It's the old okey-doke.
Mayweather landing the right hand, jabbing twice. Corrales trying to set up and get off. Mayweather firing and then moving.
Back to the jab, to the body with that jab again, Mayweather does. Now he's going to allow Corrales to throw the big shots, 4 or 5, and then he's going to get right back on him.
Well-executed fight plan so far for Floyd Mayweather Jr. Corrales may have to simply throw a little more caution to the wind and be more aggressive.
Got to use his jab. He's the taller guy, and he hasn't thrown any jab.
Now he uses a jab to set up a right and a left. Left hand landed to the body. Mayweather comes back, sticking his own jab and stopping Corrales' momentum.
You can see now a combination of defense and offense by Floyd Mayweather. Looks like his dad and his uncle both made an impression tonight.
Absolutely right. He's been brilliant both ways.
You can't stop like that.
Good left to the body by Corrales. Right hand over the top. Mayweather comes back with an angry right hand of his own over the top. Good left hook to the body by Floyd. Corrales smiles at him, usually a sign that he's been a little shocked.
But Mayweather doesn't want to get into these big exchanges with Corrales. He's going to get the best every time. Now he's getting right back on him because he's expelled a lot of energy throwing those big shots. Mayweather can get him now. There you go.
Good left hook and a right cross by Mayweather. Another sticking right lands up 6.
You always wait until the puncher throws 4 or 5 big shots. He loses his oxygen, and then you get back on him.
Corrales going back to the body. If there's one thing Diego Corrales has gotten better at in round 4, it is that he got to Mayweather's body a couple of times. But Floyd Mayweather is still piling up the points.
Match better this round. Match better this round. Match better, okay? Speed over here.
Right here, baby. Okay. Pick it up a little bit more. Pick it up a little bit more. Okay, let's come on with the jab now. Okay, give me some combinations. Punches and bunches. Okay, you need to stay with your hand. Don't pull out from the punches like you've been doing. You're getting hit. Stay with your hands.
Yeah.
Here. Just stay with it. Stay with it.
Give me the right hand that we always talk about, this way and that way. Would you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right, come on. Let's go. Let's go to work, baby.
Nothing but a part.
So far, this fight resembles the Whitaker-Chavez fight, in which the boxer is simply frustrating the banger.
Corrales' corner told him to start jabbing now. Use combination. You just can't walk into this guy. He can hit also.
Well, in round 4 by CompuBox numbers, Mayweather outlanded Corrales 22-7. Diego's only averaging throwing 22 punches around. And you heard his father/trainer Ray Woods saying, step it up. You've got to start building the tempo to a higher level than it's been so far. Brilliantly executed fight plan by Floyd Mayweather. His quickness, speed, versatility, big differences in the bout so far.
Here's a guy like Mayweather who spent a lot of years in the gym with bigger guys, middleweights, light heavyweights. He's not intimidated with this big size. Corrales has got to put the hard power on him, hit him in his chest, bring in the combination, stop trying to throw one shot at a time.
When he's able to put his punches together, Corrales' power is explosive. When a man is as quick and elusive as Floyd Mayweather Jr., it's extremely difficult to hit him with more than one shot at a time.
No,
and there's a one-two to the body. One-two to the body.
Good body shot by Corrales.
That's where the business can be done if he's going to do it.
Mayweather goes right back to the body. If you're able to land 2 or 3 jabs to the stomach of your opponent, you can easily come back upstairs with a left hook because his body is right hand automatically goes down for protection.
Punch to get out. Right, step back, step back.
Patterson would go down to the body, and then fake like he's going and come back up to the head. Castellanos stuff.
Corrales missing big twice upstairs.
Corrales is starting to pick up the speed a little bit because Mayweather's slowing up as far as output. Not throwing shots anymore. He's moving his body, but he's not throwing punches. Those body shots around the side can accumulate and do some damage. If you're going to tie a guy up, you tie him up completely so he can't even touch you on the side.
Hard right hand by Mayweather.
Now Mayweather started to hit and move again.
Corrales doesn't seem to be bothered so far by Mayweather's punching power, but if you hit a guy enough times, the punishment builds up.
Mayweather hasn't tried to sit down on any shot yet. Everything is hit and move.
And you heard even defensively minded Floyd Sr. saying if you keep this up, he'll be ready to go by the 7th, 8th, and 9th rounds.
Whoa! A little spin move.
A little swelling around the right eye of Diego Corrales, and a happy night so far for the Mayweather family.
Close your eyes when you put the water in your face. You set him down, you're looking real smart. Keep doing this. 10th round, we'll go whooping his ass for real. Keep fighting smart. This ain't nothing but the gym, okay? Okay. Can I feel your legs good? I feel good. All right, let's keep working then.
Shut them out, baby.
Keep the head moving. Keep the head moving. Keep the head moving. Keep the jab rotating. Good. You ain't around. You working good. Working good. Don't worry about what you did over there. We're gonna do some more of that. Don't worry about that. Okay. Stay focused on the man.
Hey man, don't put so much water on it. Make my cut.
Don't put water. No thanks. Put water in his mouth.
Corrales missing and missing big, over and over.
Takes a lot out of a puncher to miss like that.
Joe Louis famously said you can run, but you can't hide. Mayweather is running, hiding, and hitting.
Body shot by Corrales.
Those right hands to the body can really pay some dividends if this fight goes beyond 10 rounds.
In 5 rounds in the fight, Chico Corrales still averaging only 25 punches thrown per round. Pretty hard to find the target. Mayweather landing close to half of his shots, working at a measured tempo that works for him. Now Corrales begins to get more active as Mayweather's feet start to move just a little less. Hard left hook upstairs by Floyd Mayweather.
Hunter, get out!
So quick on the trigger.
This is the Uncle Roger part of Mayweather.
Mayweather's also really brave. I wouldn't be that brave in there with a puncher like Corrales.
Well, he's so quick that he feels he has the advantage outside or inside, and that sometimes he can't stand and deliver, George.
Diego being bothered by his right eye. You see him pawing it with the glove from moment to moment.
Here when you see a fighter's in good shape, when he takes his feet all around the ring like that, and moves his whole body.
Body shot by Corrales. Pro Corrales crowd got excited. Mayweather moved away.
Mayweather goes right, and then he goes left. It's a rhythm that throws his opponent out. See the left?
Floyd still landing 2 or 3 for every one punch landed by Corrales.
This is an exciting fight when you see 2 different kinds of boxers executing perfectly what one ought to do. But the other puncher is just not using his left jab.
Big left hook to the body by Mayweather. Stunned Corrales.
Mayweather keeps his eyes on the whole body of Corrales. Shoulders, head. That's why he's able to just run out of the way. He see it coming.
Now Corrales thought for a moment that he had him, and boom, just like that, Mayweather was gone, and he stepped back in to land 3 punches and move away again.
Remember, it's always after Corrales has thrown some hard shots to take the wind out of it himself. While he's trying to regroup himself, you jump on him, and that's what Mayweather's doing.
Pretty boy Floyd is pretty strong tonight. And he Corrales on the chin with a left hook.
Well, then you got to be careful about following a guy who has knockouts on his records also. You got to follow him with punches.
Well,
Just
everybody who faces him says that Mayweather is a deceptive puncher.
How you feel? Good? Deep breath.
Talking beautiful.
So what you know?
Keep going to the body.
You hitting a good jab and keep taking with the hook. That's what I'm talking about. Throw a lead right hand. Now I want you to frame a little more. Frame a little more. Just drop right hand to the body.
It's time to go, baby. It's time to go. No need to panic.
Mayweather fights in a tradition of boxing and quick-handedness that goes back in Michigan all the way to fighters like Sugar Ray Robinson.
Well, there's a brilliant start to round 7. The super quickness of Floyd Mayweather produces a knockdown to begin the 7th round. And if Corrales had any thought whatsoever of trying to come back and win a decision, that should put him into that. He's lost the first 6 rounds. Now he's facing a 2-point round in the 7th.
Mayweather now stops to recollect himself now. That's what you want to do with a puncher. He gets back on his feet. He can hurt you. Get your legs back under you, take a deep breath, and do it all over again what you did first. Corrales coming down and just goes right into the left hook of Mayweather.
You knew coming in that Mayweather had a quickness advantage. I'm just not sure how many of us expected it to. And this graphic. I mean, this has been a wipeout and a brilliant performance by Floyd. But you wonder if Corrales, in getting back down to 130 pounds.
Oh no. It's been a masterful job here. This has been a job of pure boxing. Pure boxing.
So it doesn't matter what condition anybody's in.
No, I agree with George. As much as it is a disadvantage for Corrales to have to come down to 130, it doesn't look the way this fight is going. It would make any difference at 135 or 140.
I think I have to agree with that. At any of these weights, Mayweather would be quicker and more skillful.
Right.
Corrales still has the power.
So we won't count him out yet.
No. All you got to do is get Mayweather too overconfident. Start trying to mix it up with this puncher. And Mayweather can be getting off the canvas himself.
But he's got to find a way to apply the power if he's going to change the course of the fight. And he hasn't gotten anywhere near it, throwing an average of less than 25 punches per round.
Often said, if you want to be a good fighter, forget about the left jab. If you want to be a great fighter, that's the best punch in boxing. Corrales has not used the jab all night.
And the second knockdown of the round for Mayweather. And the accumulated punishment by Corrales by Mayweather has left Corrales woozy on his feet in the 7th round.
There is no 3 knockdown rule. There are 20 seconds left in the round.
And the round.
5, 6.
And you cannot be saved by the bell, but it looks as though Corrales will have a chance to at least make it out of the round. 3 knockdowns in the 7th round by Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Richard Steele did a great job that round.
Right back to the jab.
Greco, you want to fight or you don't want to fight?
How you doing, Diego? All right?
That's the state commission doctor who asked Corrales how he was doing and if he wanted to keep fighting.
That's your last round. I don't want to let you come out if you don't throw punches. I'm going to start the fight myself. Me and your daddy, we already decided to start the fight. Or you fight, or we start the fight. Okay? You got it? You are with us or not? You are with us?
Here are the knockdowns, Larry.
The first one was right at the bell of the first round, caught him by surprise. But the later ones, it appeared that Corrales was okay and aware of everything going on. But he's in a position now in this fight where he has to start going from being relentless to being reckless. And against a sharpshooter like Mayweather, that may not be the best way to fight.
And doesn't look like Corrales has a lot of legs left. You heard Diego, or I should say Miguel Diaz, you heard Miguel Diaz saying, we're going to stop the fight if you don't start throwing some punches. So he throws punches, but takes punches in return.
Always got to be careful with that puncher. Corrales, if he can't do anything else, he can punch.
And here he is coming off 3 knockdowns in the last round, and he's still coming forward.
And there's a quick left hook by Corrales that momentarily sends Mayweather backward.
He follows Mayweather around, not doing anything, just walking straight into him without throwing a punch. You've got to throw a punch.
Mayweather with a little smile on his face. It's been easy work so far, that's for sure. Corrales has been embarrassed here, and it was on that embarrassment that Miguel Diaz tried to play when he said, your dad and I are going to stop this fight.
Every time Mayweather throws his left hook, Corrales drops his right hand. Drops both hands. I've never seen anything like that. You go down, you take your hands with you.
And now Corrales gets in a shot, showing his determination.
His corner told him, fight or we're going to throw in the towel.
So far, this counts as a hell of a rally by Corrales coming off that last round.
Can't question his courage, that's for sure. Another laser left hook
hand.
for Mayweather.
Corrales dropped his hand. George, never seen anything like it. You drop your head, keep your hands up.
Corrales adjusting his trunks, his hands down on his legs. Mayweather elected not to fire at that moment.
Larry, how good is he, Mayweather?
Well, he seems to be almost, you know, a 9-second sprinter fighting against 10-second sprinters in all of his fights. He just has quite aside from his skill level, it's his quickness level that puts him into a different dimension.
The most optimistic comparisons are between Mayweather Jr. and Ray Leonard because of the combination and speed and power. His detractors compare him more to Pernell Whitaker.
As a left jab now. He's knocking his head back with a left jab, and he's the shorter opponent.
You know, in a fight that this has been compared to Leonard and Hearns, at this point in the fight, Hearns started to box and use his reach. Corrales either can't or won't do that.
Much better this one. You see, you can do it.
You can do it if you
can do it if you want it.
You caught him with some punches that round.
But if you follow, if you don't do nothing, it's very hard for you. You gotta throw your punches, Chico. Okay?
Take a deep breath.
Jab and double up on your hook. All right? Sometimes throw your right hand, you let me show you hook, you show him the run into the hook, okay? You fight real smart.
Thank you.
My boxing.
You desperate. All you do is desperate. Keep your eyes focused, okay?
Keep going to the body.
Off the jab. Don't do nothing without the jab, okay? Okay, let's feint. Off the jab and feint.
Corrales is achieving an embarrassing CompuBox distinction. According to CompuBox numbers, he's landed in single digits in all 8 rounds. He'll set a record at this rate. Reggie Johnson against Roy Jones landed in single digits in 7 of 12 rounds. Holyfield versus Lennox Lewis in their first fight did so in 6 of 12 rounds. Harold Harold, how do you have it through 8?
Okay, Jim, 80 to 70, 8 rounds to nothing, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Jim, I got to tell you, I'm terribly impressed. I don't think I've seen an exhibition of boxing like this since Willie Pep. This kid is unbelievable. Great legs, great speed, unbelievable ring generalship. I mean, he's got tremendous presence in that ring. Floyd Mayweather knows where he is every minute of this fight, and he's murdering Diego Corrales with those jabs and overhand rights. And by the way, Jim, the 3 knockdown round, I went 10-7. Most judges will not go below 10-7 because it puts the other guy too far out of the fight.
So you don't
rocked him again with that left hook.
Yep.
Larry Merchant has seen more championship great fighters than anyone at this table. And for him to say Willie Pep, what do you think?
Well,
he's going to judge too, don't get me wrong.
I can't, it's difficult to make comparisons because you have to talk over a long career. We're seeing him as a young man, and right now he just has otherworldly quickness, and the difference between athletes is usually in their degree of quickness and speed. And this is almost like a Tiger Woods kind of performance against the field.
This is a guy who knows what he's talking about. He's seen it. You can't get lazy. Mayweather better beware.
Let him lose a round, George. Stop being so nervous about him.
But he loses a round, he can lose the fight with this powerful guy. Oh, but that left jab rocked his head back.
He could lose the last 4 rounds on 2-point rounds, and he'd still win the fight by Harold's scorecard. So I think he's pretty well in control of this.
Here's a guy who's been knocked down more than once, who continuously follows this guy around the ring.
And after throwing enough punches to satisfy Miguel Diaz and Ray Woods in the 8th round, Corrales goes back in the 9th round to walking around and looking at Mayweather. Hasn't been able to get off.
Can't seem to zero in and get his antenna set. That's what Mayweather doesn't want to do. You want to keep your feet moving, not your shoulders. Good body shot by Corrales.
10 seconds to go in the 9th. 9 minutes left in the fight after this. Time running out on Diego Corrales as he desperately tries to find something that will work against the super brilliant Floyd Mayweather Jr.
You see when you're using the jab? When you're using the jab first, it's much easier for you.
I'm giving you all I got.
Okay, baby. Jab, jab, right hand, leg hook, and jab again, and jab. Okay? Okay.
The streak continues for Corrales. Single digits landed in every one of the 9 rounds.
I know we do. We need to stop
Big back. We need to stop him.
Yeah.
So move your hands.
Right.
Close your eyes.
You don't like it downstairs. Keep on going downstairs.
And after throwing only 25 punches in the 9th round, you heard Corrales say to his corner, "I'm giving you guys everything I've got." That's frustration. So Floyd Mayweather has, in all likelihood, won every round. Most rounds he's dominated. He knocked Diego Corrales down 3 times in the 7th round.
His most important punch for Mayweather has been that left jab right in the pit of the stomach. Makes his taller opponent bend down more and more to his level.
The odds were close. Ringside experts were probably pretty close to evenly divided as to who is going to win the fight, and Mayweather's just walking away with it as he pushes Diego down. And Richard Steele says, "Don't push."
Mayweather has a tendency occasionally to use his elbows, you know. Richard Steele caught onto it instantly. Said, no forearm.
Quick left hook and a walk away by Mayweather as Corrales tried to close in.
You got to throw punches if you're going to walk forward. Just let the jab just fly out. Even if you miss him, just throw it.
Another little left hook. Didn't even seem like that big a punch. Corrales' legs are just shot from the multiple punches he's taken. And Diego pulls himself up by the ropes.
He doesn't look like he has much left, Jim.
No, if he went down on that punch, I think he has very little left. That's the fourth knockdown of the fight. Corrales with a right hand to the rib cage.
It's like playing with a cobra. You can be in control, but all he takes is one or two good shots.
Right hand, another knockdown, fifth knockdown of the fight, fifth knockdown of Corrales' career. Another mark of what a performance it's been. Ray Woods is up on the apron. That's going to be the end of the fight. And Corrales goes over and nearly accosts his dad for having stopped the fight.
Corrales can come back 138.
Richard Steele is holding Corrales to try to keep him away from his own cornerman because Diego is so upset that his trainer and father, Ray Woods, elected to stop the fight.
He can come back at 140 with all his strength and be a better fighter. And it takes a father to know that. Don't lose it all this time. For what? You've done your best. This guy's too quick. Catch him 10 years from today when he's slow, when his legs are slow.
You see the volatility of the young man. And somewhat irrationally, he argues. And look at Floyd Jr. as the peacemaker for once.
Well, Floyd Sr. had it right when he jumped up after the first round and said you'll get him in the 9th or 10th.
Yeah, he sure did, didn't he? Floyd Sr. called it perfectly. Cash is green.
Daddy the prophet.
Mayweather's cut man yelling at Corrales, "That's your daddy." These guys faced extraordinary pressures coming into this fight. And for the way Floyd Jr. handled everything that surrounded him in the past several months and handled himself in there tonight, he deserves nothing but the highest compliment.
You got to give it to them. The guy used the ring, just as Harold Letterman would always say, ring generalship. I've never seen it like that in a young fighter with so few fights. Never seen it.
Extremely disappointed, Diego Corrales, and there's the scene. There have been so many differences between the two of them. But there's the love.
When Cassius Clay, who became Muhammad Ali, outpointed Sonny Liston in the same fashion with so few professional fights, people said, can't be. A young man with courage can do a lot of things.
That is Floyd Mayweather Sr. on the right, Floyd Mayweather Jr. on the left. Their differences extremely well publicized. Less credit is paid to the truth of this. Well, let's go back and take a little bit more of a look at what happened in the 10th round. There's the little left hook that put Corrales down for the first of the two knockdowns in the 10th. Then right hand landed flush on the cheek. Corrales again unable to keep his feet. And it was at this moment that Corrales' father and trainer Ray Woods stepped up on the apron. You see Diego trying to tell his trainer father Ray Woods not to be on the apron and then reacting angrily as Ray Woods makes it clear that he wants the fight stopped at that moment.
It takes a father to have that kind of courage to get out there and do that. You can lose your job. He gets up, but he's hurt. You can lose your job, but you can't lose your fathership.
I say father. If you want to get totally technical about it, Ray Woods is his stepfather, but Diego says, that's my dad. That's the dad I've known. And so, in reality, that's their relationship.
There's no such thing as a stepfather when you love him.
In reality, they're father and son.
They're father and son. He loves him. We all need a dad like that.
Let's go to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the official particulars on a brilliant performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Richard Steele calls a halt to the bout. The official time, 2 minutes and 19 seconds of round number 10. The winner, and still the reigning undefeated WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.